I'm Shane.
I'm Bo.
We are your Kentucky Fried Critics.
Bad dog. It's a bad, very bad dog.
Yeah. I mean, he's a bad dog. This is about a bad dog.
It's a very bad dog.
We had a few movies about bad dogs that we could have gone with. This is the one that we settled on.
We could have went with like fun, campy bad dog or evil bad dog.
Well, and even in the evil bad dog, we had a few different ones we could have went with. Like that, the fun, obviously. Okay, we're doing Cujo. First, we should do that before we start getting into the
Stephen King classic.
But so we could have went the other St. Bernard route for fun.
Yeah, Beethoven.
Also bad.
Yeah,
hijinks.
Hijinks bad. Yeah, shenanigans.
Yeah, not evil.
Not I'm gonna tear your throat out.
Homicidal.
Like rabies dog.
Yeah, rabid. Extra rabid. Super rabid.
Super
dog.
rabid. It's super rabies.
It is super rabies. It is.
Even brings him back from the dead once, right? Like it gets him
at least once.
The rabies are so bad it gives him a resurrect.
Yeah. So Cujo is. I don't know. It's a classic. It's a classic.
It is.
I don't know if I would go great. And I think
the last half of it's pretty fucking
great.
Okay,
we'll get into it. I think that's the thing. I think there are some obvious flaws that a lot of us coast over because like nostalgia is a hell of a thing.
It's like the shit with the dog is so good, right? You forget about the beginning of the movie.
Man,
dude. Like I'm not gonna lie, dude. The second watch through, I skipped ahead. I like got to like the 30-something minute mark where he comes through the fog at the little kid.
Probably didn't miss much.
It didn't hurt the movie at all. I'm like, no, you
probably made it
definitely
better.
Start the movie here with the dog coming out of the fog and the boy being like, Cujo, it's me. And him like, and then going away. And then cut to the dad like leaving.
Okay.
Wouldn't have hurt it at all.
We're way too soon to start getting into this.
My bad.
We need to told them what beer we're doing.
Yeah.
Bo.
Oh fuck, we haven't even done that. I was about to be like, wait, who's in the movie?
Yeah, we went way hard, way fast.
I'm off brand. Fuck, it's my bad. But we're doing some Hair of the Dog, pink lemonade ale from the Evil Genius Brewing. It doesn't say. It just says Evil Genius.
We'll just say Evil Genius then.
All right, Evil Genius and their Hair of the Dog.
Pink lemonade ale.
It's kind of pink.
It's not an IPA.
No, I thought it was going to be, and it's like it's trying.
It's like they wanted to make an IPA that's a regular. They wanted to make an ale with all the aspects of an IPA. And it hits you with an IPA-ish flavor, but it hits you with a regular ale aftertaste.
What was that? What did I say earlier? It's like your kids spilled their juice in your Budweiser.
Yeah.
But you're like, it's not
the
bad.
first couple of drinks, you're kind of like,
no, I was like, that's weird.
It's different. It's strange.
It's weird, but I don't think I hate it. And now, like, too deep, I'm like, this is great. I love this.
It's perfect.
This is the best beer.
They found a magical creation.
If you don't like IPAs, try this. This can be
like,
your gateway. Yeah, your like stepstone into it.
Yes,
there you
agree.
Go. Resounding review for Evil Genius.
For the people that hate IPA, I mean, we're trying to really help here.
You get used to them. Trust me. If you go back far enough, you're like, I don't like IPAs. And now I'm like, they're
well, and I would say,
ones.
I feel like with IPAs, you really need to delve into the crap, like the small breweries, because they're really like the more mainstream ones are very one-hit style IPAs.
Here's your bitter beer.
Yeah. When you go into the wide realm of it, there are so many flavors and tastes and styles. And,
right.
Yeah.
We've done a lot on this show.
We've really learned about the beer. When we started, we weren't knowledgeable.
Is we've done so many that I'm like, man, that one's really good. And then I can't remember which ones they were because we've done so many.
You're just going to have to listen to our back catalog.
Oh, man.
Plug to everybody else. Or, here, I got an idea. Fans, if you're listening.
Yeah.
And you know of episodes where Bo was like, this beer was phenomenal.
help me out here.
Put it in the comments.
Yeah,
Tell
help
us.
me out.
Know.
Tell me what beer I really liked, because I can't fucking remember.
Tell him what episode. Make him still do the work.
Yeah, make me go watch the episode at least.
But yeah, let us know. Put that somewhere. Tag us. Let us know that you're trying to help him find it. Good. All right.
Appreciate it.
Now we can move on
with the show.
Yeah. So now we'll do the cast and directors and the things that all the
people who made this movie possible.
So we'll start with the director. Our director is Louis Teague.
Nice.
Yeah. I only know that pronunciation because of TV shows. Because it's a pretty common name. Or else I probably would have been like, I'm not sure what that is. He is a pseudo-ly famous director. He's directed some really cool movies. He worked with Roger Corman, so they are Roger Corman produced movies.
The legend.
Yes.
You want to make a cheap movie, call that guy.
And so he worked with him a lot through the 70s. So not all when he was directing, but he did direct at the end. He started directing some. So he probably worked in other departments doing stuff for Roger Corman Productions before that. He did The Lady in Red. He did Alligator 1. He did Cat's Eye. The Jewel of the Nile.
The sequel to fucking
Romancing the Stone.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. Navy SEALs.
Yeah, I like that movie.
The one that Charlie Sheen himself mimicked and made fun of when he did Hot Shots Part 2, which is funny.
Right.
Like, you were in that. You're making fun of your own project.
Yourself.
But yes, Navy SEALs. He also is, though, the director responsible for that 90s Justice League movie. You know the one.
Oh,
you've seen the pictures.
Yeah.
Everybody's suits are horrible.
Like they bought them at a Halloween Express.
Yes, it looks totally like they were just like, let's buy this somewhere.
Cap shield is like plastic.
No, not Cap. The Justice League.
Oh, Justice League. My bad.
Not that one. I know the one you're thinking of. Yeah. There is a cheap Captain America. There's a cheap Fantastic Four.
Cheap Spider-Man.
And the
Have you seen the cheap Spider-Man?
And so the Fantastic Four and I do believe this were both Corman produced.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Because he was like, I'll help make that.
I'll make it.
If nobody else is doing it,
I'll do it for half the price of the guy you were just talking to. It's how he worked.
But so yeah, this he's not obviously not everything he did was gold, but he did a lot of cool stuff.
I want his book, like the How to Make a Cheap Movie book that he did.
Well, I'm not even. I'm talking about Teague, but yes, Corman himself did a lot.
I'm stuck on Corman.
Yeah, So we just finished wrapping up Teague, so all right, cool. It's okay. It's okay. He was intertwined. It's all right. A lot of the same projects there.
Who wrote this piece of shit? I'm kidding.
Yeah, I was about to segue off of him. That's not the way to segue off, but what are we doing? Stephen King is a writer. We'll start there. This is Stephen. Bo's already said it once. Stephen King.
Who's he? Who ever heard of Stephen King?
But let's be very clear. This is like the era of Stephen King. You know, this is before he got to where he was involved with the production side. Right.
Yeah, where this is like when he was set.
Yeah, this is a lot more where they were literally someone was basing it on his book.
So he didn't need to be there.
Yeah. They had other writers that touched it up for screen.
Yeah, made it. Like that. We took the book. These guys made it into a movie, but it's still Stephen King's.
What I will say though is that Stephen King himself, this is one of his favorites.
Nice.
That have of all the adaptations of different works he's done, this is one of his favorites, both because of some of the character performances and because they made a change in the book that we'll go ahead and address right now.
Yeah.
It is the ending, but it's okay. This is a very old movie. There's no spoilers here. If there are, movie. I don't know what you clicked here first for and not watch the movie before coming. I don't know what you don't know
here.
Us. You clicked here first. Thinking,
I ruined half the movie in the beginning of this if you were paying attention.
So, he had in his book killed the child. There's a little boy.
He killed the little boy. Yeah. Little tadpole. He let him die.
And so they changed that, and he agrees. He was like, "Yeah, maybe that
was probably a mistake."
Now, in his defense, he was like neck deep in his alcohol dependency at the time.
I was 10 scotches in, and the kid had pissed me off earlier in the book, so I was like, fuck, I'm gonna kill
he literally, I do believe he literally says that he doesn't remember writing that. Like, that's how deep in his alcoholism was. Like, he doesn't remember writing this one. Like, it's just
that's how you know he's a true genius, right? Just completely smashed, and he still hits it out of the park. It's like Hemingway.
So we have two other writers. Our first one I'm going to mention, I'm just going to get out of the way because I don't understand what he even contributed, how much he contributed, if anything.
The one you told me, I was like, I don't know why he's here.
Don Carlos Dunaway. And he might have been the major contributor. Don't let me even try to get this wrong. But from what I saw of his other credits, it doesn't seem like that.
Yeah, he just did like TV shows.
TV movies, small weird projects, one episode of DS9. I saw that.
Ooh.
I didn't see the name of the episode. I don't know. So don't I know you. I know you were about to be like, which one?
That's a high credit though.
So that's it though. And like not a ton of those. Like I don't even mean like he wrote a ton of TV shows. Like I mean like he had like a handful of TV movies and TV show episodes.
Is he King's drinking buddy or something?
Dude, I don't think Stephen King had that kind of pull.
Oh yeah, that's right. Never mind.
This would have totally still been a producer studio pick thing, right?
Like he worked cheap.
I don't know. So then our other writer is Barbara Turner. She is probably the one who did more work. I would assume she's got more movies credited, but for a long time, I think she wasn't credited for this one, or she tried to lessen how much.
Didn't want to.
She was just I don't really know. I couldn't see a real reason. A lot of our other projects weren't this type of writing. I guess maybe I think I saw.
Horror movie, I guess.
I don't know. I don't know what it was. But I saw that I saw things that said that maybe like she had, and it might not have been because she was ashamed of it. It might have just been like a publicity style, like who knows?
Yeah.
But the reason I bring her up is because she is also the mom of actress Jennifer Jason Leigh.
Oh, nice.
So weird, right? Weird.
I think her mom wrote stuff for her just so she could get her in.
Well, she's not in this, and I don't think she's.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
I don't like again. Like a lot of her work was actually way earlier. Like she wrote on stuff in like this, like TV shows and stuff in the 60s and 70s and stuff like that. Like
she knew who to call, though. That's what's important.
That's all I really need to say about her. Like again, I do think she might have done more of the heavy work just from like
credentials.
Credentials. Looking at what they both have done, I would assume.
I feel like the other guy was somebody's friend.
I don't know.
Hey man, I'll get you a job.
His work history might suggest the same. I'll leave it at that. No speculation.
He wrote the boring fucking dialogue in the beginning. It's like nobody wants to do it. Here, give it to this guy.
So let's go ahead and get into our cast so that way we can start to get to some of this movie. And
right.
Like its flaws, its pros, its cons, its issues, it's why it's weirdly a classic.
Yeah.
Because I think me and you are on the same page. I think we both have
the same problem with this movie.
It's like several things. Yeah. Okay. So our cast, we got the Trentons. I broke this down this time. I was like, we can do this kind of
broke them
like
down into segments.
Yeah, because I feel like there are a lot. Well, there's not actually a lot. I looked, 19 cast. Is that total cast? 19 people.
It feels like there's more.
Nope. Or if there were, they weren't enough to be.
Yeah, just people
credited
in the background. I guess. Yeah.
IMDb has like 19 people. I think. Not very many. Obviously, I didn't write down all of them because, I would say core cast, way smaller.
Yeah, no, it's like 4, 5,
5 or 6, depending on what you mean by core. Right here we go. So, but I broke it down by the Trenton family.
Yeah,
because that's an obvious group.
Yeah, there's
3 people. We got Donna. We have Vic and Tad. We'll go back to each character here. So Donna is played by Dee Wallace. You will recognize Dee Wallace. She's the mom from E.T. I know for Bo. And people at home might be like, what do you mean? Bo's old enough that he should certainly still be fond of E.T. Like in the millennial age, like, yes, it came out before you were born, but we still were watching those movies forever.
I like E.T., but my sister is deathly afraid of E.T., the alien. So we were not allowed to watch E.T. in my house.
When we were growing up, I feel like our grandma found out about this, and she loved the fact that I loved E.T. and that your sister was afraid of E.T. because for 3 Christmases in a row, Grandma got me E.T. stuff for Christmas that she knew I'd have to open in front of your sister. Yes. So E.T. has a special fondness in our family. So yes, Dee Wallace is the mom in E.T. But you also will know her. She was in The Howling, so famous 80s horror movie. She was also in Critters. I was like, give me a second. I know it was another cool one.
I just watched that one not that long ago.
Yeah, she's in Critters.
Super shocked I did not recognize her.
And she was also in Alligator 2. I only mentioned since we had our throwback to the director. The director was the director of the first Alligator, but it's also all Roger Corman, so it's a double connection.
He did like to reuse people. He's like you did a good job. You work for me now.
So though, like I said, you'll know it was to go on to her further career because those are her big. Like you'll definitely know her from. Yeah. I do have to special mention a few things that are not her further career, but I love from her career. So hopefully people
just to you.
So hopefully maybe other people will go see them. One I'll mention now because we have said we're going to be getting into this franchise at some point. I've not told you this.
Oh.
Because again, people know now the secret's out. Sometimes I tell both stuff before we start. But you'll never know which ones
he doesn't.
You'll never know which ones are fully real reactions and which ones aren't. Other than when I tell you specifically, right now.
Try and figure it out. How good an actor am I?
But so this one is 100% one he did not know.
Yeah, no, I have no idea what he's doing. So
she is in Best of the Best 3. Again, Best of the Best being the martial arts one with Eric Roberts.
You showed me the trailer. I was like,
Sean Penn,
like an Eric Roberts, baby.
Yeah. So he's the third one. She is in. I think she might be a love interest to the main guy, the Korean guy who's in the first 2. Yeah, so we don't need to keep going. But so Best of the Best 3.
So we're gonna start with that, or we're gonna do like the best?
No, we would.
We're gonna do the best of the best of the best.
No, we would start with the first one, which is 100% the best of the best of the best. Best of the best.
Bestie.
It's the best of. Best of the best.
There you go.
I had to stop to think to make sure I was saying it right because that's a weird statement.
English is fun.
Yeah, the first one's the best one because it's actually like the rest of them are like direct to DVD or straight to a movie channel type movies.
Ooh, super low budget by that point.
Not always. Depends on the movie channel, right?
That's true.
Direct to HBO is still a decent production.
That's true.
Because it's the home box office. For the love of God, that's what it...
Straight to CW, on the other hand.
No, all of theirs would have been straight to, like, movie channels. So they would have had some kind of budget, for sure.
I liked the TNT original movies. Those were always good back in the 90s.
Let's get back on track here.
Sorry.
That's not your fault. We both kind of wandered. One last movie I have to mention of hers before we can move off. Because in this one, I didn't tell you... Mainly because I've never mentioned either to you, so I'm actually kind of excited to see if you even know these movies. She is in The Skateboard Kid 2.
No.
Have you ever seen either The Skateboard Kid or The Skateboard Kid 2?
Never seen either of them.
Dude, we are doing these at some point. So the first one's not too outrageous, right? The first one is like a kid, he has a skateboard. I think there's some weird magic-ish elements involved in it, right?
A magic skateboard.
The Skateboard Kid 2, it's fully like he makes an electronic speaking skateboard and it's got like a controller, he's pushing a button and he's riding it around.
Oh yeah, dude. Okay, now I want to see it. That sounds awesome.
Like we're way off. So that was Dee Wallace. That was the mom, the first actor. Dee Wallace. Luckily, though, most of the other actors don't have a big career, so we will definitely fly through this. So, the rest of our Trentons, we have Vic, the dad. Vic is played by Daniel Hugh Kelly. He is a guy who has been in not very many things, some TV stuff, and I don't mean a lot. He's not an actor's actor. He's not that type of person.
No,
he's just a dude.
I dabbled, I guess.
Thank you. That's what
I was talented enough to do some stuff, but then I was like, fuck this.
But now on that, he did do one thing that I know Bo is going to pop off on. He was in Star Trek Insurrection. Star Trek.
Oh, No, I love that one. That is everybody
With the
bitches.
Baku.
Yeah, everybody bitches about that movie, but I think it's great. It's just a really long episode of Next Gen.
It's good.
It's like a 3-parter, right?
Do you know what part of the reason why I love that one?
Why?
The hacky sack scene.
I know. I should have known.
I was such a hacky sack player when that movie came out that the scene where they're all juggling like 5 hacky sacks together, I was like, oh my God.
That's awesome.
Like, to me, the thing in the movie that is the pinnacle of showing that these guys have more brain power on top of being young was the scene where you see like, fuck everything else.
Yeah.
Fuck you see what they can make. And but the fact that those kids were like, what was like 7 of them?
Yeah.
With 5 hacky sacks
just
at one time?
that
means that everybody is constantly touching a fucking hacky sack.
Yep, all at once.
Oh, dude.
A constant system of just... Do you think they did that, like, live?
No. I know because I had the special DVD.
Oh.
We'll save this conversation.
We need to do more Star Trek.
Yeah,
I think we've only done one.
We have done one.
We have done one.
We constantly tell people we love them and then we never do anything.
But we talk about them all the time.
We do right now. Let's stop though. We need to keep moving. We just told everybody we would keep moving. So that guy was specifically one of the Baku, the guy, the main guy.
Yeah, the main guy.
Baku, the cool, suave looking, which I will point out.
The one that Picard thinks is the chick's like husband or boyfriend,
and
or
it's
something.
Actually
it's like her nephew
it's
or something.
The revelation that she's super old.
Yeah.
Was that because of that scene? Because she's like, I can't believe you thought.
No. You're so sweet for thinking that.
I'm actually 700.
Yeah, I'm like,
she wasn't that old.
Years old.
She wasn't that old, but she was pretty old.
She was like 90 or something.
Yeah, she was definitely she was older than Picard, and Picard was like,
oh,
I thought I was the old one because look at what I look like.
Yeah, it's like we
gotta stop. We just said we weren't.
No, we're not doing that movie.
Okay,
Cujo.
One other thing, that guy was in The Good Son. I do believe he was the dad. Oh, we have to keep moving. I'm not going to talk anymore. I like The Good Son. It's cool. It's Macaulay Culkin and Elijah Wood. All right. Tad. Tad is the last of the Trenton family. Tad is the son, the little kid, as Bo already said. And I have mentioned he might have died in one and did not die in the other.
Yeah.
Small child.
Yeah. He was good in this
Good
movie.
actor. Well, and he's also in Who's the Boss.
Oh, nice.
He's Jonathan.
Tony Danza?
Yeah, he's Jonathan. Did you ever watch the show Community?
I've seen a couple episodes.
Oh, you should watch more. But so at one point they have a whole episode where like one of them's college thesis in a certain class was about who's the boss. Because the name of the show is Who's the Boss, but do we ever really find out who's the boss? Because you want to say it's the lady because she hires Tony, but then you have to really start. I always thought. But then you have to really start thinking small scale. I hate that I'm breaking down this Community joke. But so the whole point was that then they were like, but that's thinking small scale. Like then you have to start thinking about like like who's actually the boss. Like because Tony shows up and then Tony is kind of supposed to be like this. He's the masculine figure that wasn't in this house. Yeah, that was all feminine, like kind of. And so is he not the boss? Is he not the one that's he's now the male figure for Jonathan? He's this. He's that. He's like is he maybe not the boss? Is maybe not Mona the grandma? Is she not secretly the boss? Because she's really the person. She's a matriarch of the family. I gotta stop now. You get the joke.
I know. I get the bit. See it. Yeah.
The bit is who's really the boss and who's the boss. But the joke here that I want to
Tony Danza.
The part that I want to circle back to is that the only person that 100% never could have been the boss is this guy because he was the youngest.
Yeah, he was like 5.
He was the kid in the family. Well, I think by the time the show was on for like.
Oh yeah, that's right.
5 or 6 seasons. It was after this movie, so yeah, he was maybe more like 7 to 12.
Yeah,
it ended when he was. I want to say he was a teenager by the time. Alyssa Milano started when she was definitely like 18 by the time it stopped. So whatever age she was when it started, yeah.
I've only seen what happened on Nick at Night back in the day, man.
That's enough Who's the Boss talk, though. So
I didn't know you were such a connoisseur of some Tony Danza there.
Oh, no, I love Tony Danza.
I like the football movie, the field goal kicking, garbage picking, Philadelphia phenomenon.
I love his character in Taxi because I do believe that character is just him because the name of the character is even Tony Banta. I think that at that point in Tony Danza's acting career that he couldn't act. Like, you couldn't hear a name that's not his. And I want you to now go back and look at Tony's career and see how many times he's played a character named Tony.
That's funny.
We have to stop.
If you call him Chet.
We have to stop. Okay, so Tad Tad was played by Danny Pintaro. I didn't even get to say his name.
That's a cool name.
So Danny Pintaro, only Who's the Boss. He was in like 5 other things, at least 2 of which were only recently as reaches to try to get back into being famous. And I'm not trying to knock the guy, because if I was once famous, I would also want to be famous again.
Oh, yeah, totally.
If we
I'm trying to get famous right now. What are you talking about?
And if I lose it, I will 100%.
I will be very upset
and try to catch the thunder again.
Exactly.
I get it. But so
I got my lightning bottle. Trying to catch
I think he did something like slightly pre-pandemic, then something during the pandemic, and then something post-pandemic. All trying to, and none of them really picked off. So again, my point is, pretty cool child actor, but didn't really.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it was any kind of scandal.
You're a great screamer.
Yeah.
You sold the terror so good in this movie, man.
So let's now move off of the Trentons, because if the Trentons spoiled conversation that we didn't expect to, the rest of the people, I promise, will not. First person might a little, because we need to say a little bit about this character and how this is one of those things we were mentioning earlier. It might have not needed to be in the movie and kind of derailed things from time to time. So that's Steve Kemp.
Yeah.
The affair person.
The affair.
The handyman / best friend to the dad.
Yeah, right.
/ not. Okay, give me 1 second. Let's say who he is, and then let's go back to that. So Steve Kemp is played by Christopher Sloan. Christopher Sloan is an actor who, he was an actor's actor, like you said. Like he was a working actor.
He's been in a bunch of shit.
He did a bunch of TV shows for a long time. But he was also the biggest things he did. He was also in The Howling. I do believe that's where he met Dee Wallace, because they were married.
Oh, nice.
At the time of filming this, they were married until 1995 when he died of, I want to say, a sudden heart attack. Like it was a pretty, it's true. We'll keep moving. We don't need to focus. No sad.
Beard. The beard was.
But so he was also in The New Lassie. I want to say he was the dad, or if he wasn't the dad, he was somebody else, because he was somebody who was in like almost every episode. Like it's like 39 episodes, and I can't imagine that even in the 90s that show went on for more than 39 episodes.
Yeah.
So if he wasn't the dad, he was the mailman. You know what I mean? Like he was somebody who was every episode showing up. So I would imagine the dad. I'm saying this because The New Lassie is not in my wheelhouse.
No.
It existed at a time I was alive.
I didn't even like the reruns of it.
I don't like Lassie.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan.
We can say that.
I'd skip it because it's Nick at Night, right?
Notice we're doing Hair of the Dog, and we mentioned Beethoven. We mentioned other scary dog movies we might have done. We mentioned all these things. We didn't mention Lassie, because that's not where our head goes.
Before we were pitching this, I was even like, all dogs go to heaven.
So everything but Lassie.
But everything but Lassie.
So we will move on from him. Days of Our Lives, for the people who are soap opera fans.
Yeah, that's probably where I recognized him.
I don't know which character, but he had a lot of episodes registered for the name.
I think it was like the same guy too, just like
he was
having affairs with some of the other chicks.
Mean the same kind of guy?
Yeah, the same character.
I was like, what do you mean same guy? Yeah, well, obviously he was the one guy in that episode, in that show. What do you mean?
No,
he wasn't the evil twin.
Yeah, no, he's definitely not. He wasn't Stefan fucking resurrecting from the dead every 5 minutes.
We'd all know that guy. All right, so but now on to the character. And again, like we said, he's the adulterous partner to the wife. I'm sure it's part of the book. I'm sure I understand. This is kind of like the Jaws thing, right? Like where do we need to know the weird part of their marital relationship?
Need to know any
Did
of
it
that.
Connect anything in the story? Did it make you care more about her, less about her? Did it affect you in any? Because again, all we're supposed to care about is that a person might die. Yeah. I don't care about her morals. I don't want her to die.
I don't know. She cheated on her husband. She doesn't deserve to be eaten alive by a dog.
Right? The only person I would say truly deserved to be eaten by the dog. There are two.
Yeah. Probably Camper and his friend. His little fat friend.
Those two are the only ones that deserve to be eaten by a dog. So again, like, I don't know why we needed to have the adultery storyline. Again, I'm sure it was in the book.
Yeah.
I'm sure that comes from something King was drunkenly dealing with.
Cheating on him?
I don't think so. But again, like, you know what I mean? Like, drunkenly playing it out in his head because he was an alcoholic
my
at the time.
uncle cheated on my aunt, the motherfucker.
And now I can't imagine
I'm
going to
make him look like an asshole.
I don't know. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so But I feel like the movie suffers from having it for sure. I don't think we needed that.
I think
in the first of all grievances that we want to mention for sure.
45 minutes of this movie.
Again, stop. This is one grievance, not the full 45 minutes, but
I'm calm.
It is part of those 45 minutes for sure. I don't think we needed the Steve Kemp's.
No.
Like, the character can stay, but I don't think we needed that part of it.
Yeah, no, he
could have been a handyman friend of the family. Like we start off thinking. Other than the fact that it seems like she hates the dude. Right? The movie makes a quick, sharp turn, right?
Right.
It
like,
starts off and you're like, you think she hates him. You think
Right.
she's like, why the fuck are you in my house?
You in my house? Oh my god.
And then as soon as you see that she's waking up next to him scene, you're
like,
instantly
oh,
like,
I get why you
whoa.
were weird a second ago.
And now
And then you're like, oh,
how did the husband not know?
Yeah,
what's
like,
going
bitch,
on?
could you have been more obvious?
Because
Relax.
we're seeing that's our first time seeing it. We have to imagine how many of those type of
'cause
encounters have happened.
He has like a nickname for the kid. He's at the house all the fucking time.
The nickname for the kid's way over line.
What, Tadpole? You didn't like that?
No, not the name itself. The fact that he has a nickname for the kid is over the line, dude.
Yeah, a little bit.
All right.
Are we sure? Are we sure that it's Vic's kid?
No, I feel like they insinuate they were new to the area a couple of times. Yeah. That's why like the dude's redoing the furniture.
That's why he didn't have like a mechanic. Handy.
Yeah, and they're going all the way out to see the dude. Yeah. There are a few subtle hints that they are supposed to be new to Castle Rock.
Ooh.
Because
that sounds familiar.
It is. It's a Stephen King trademark. I'm glad we said it. We should have said this before. But it's a character.
Like everything happened in Castle Rock.
Well, it's a character. That's what I'm saying. Technically, it fits where we're at. It's a character. It's in not all of, but Stephen King has a lot of stories, and Castle Rock is a very popular one. Needful Things is in Castle Rock. Stand By Me is in Castle Rock, or right outside Castle Rock. Yeah. But a lot of Stephen King stories
to it.
Yeah.
Right?
Something like that.
I don't know.
Castle Rock is mentioned.
Yeah.
But so yes, Castle Rock.
We'll have to do Stand By Me now.
We have to do a lot of.
We got to do a lot of movies, man.
Stephen King touches a lot. If we're going to use that as our loose end connection, that's a whole season, dude. Between like
season 4, the season of King.
It could be, dude. We could do that. Well, I don't know. The beer. I don't know if it actually would be hard. We just play.
They drank Narragansett in this movie. We could have just done that again. Did you see that?
Yes.
I was like, there it is again.
Yeah, but we just did it.
I know, but it's
nice connection.
It's good.
Dazed and Confused.
Yeah.
Jaws,
Dazed and Confused.
Hint.
Go watch them.
We've mentioned Jaws twice now.
Click, click.
Okay, let's move on. We need to keep going. We keep promising
we're gonna get bogged down in a 3-hour episode because we're drunk.
Joe Camber is our next one. We've mentioned him once or twice. He's the next family I'll do.
Yeah.
His family is even really quick. But so Joe Camber is a guy played. It's Ed Lauder. Ed Lauder, you'll know from The Longest Yard, mainly.
Yes,
mainly
he's
The
the
Longest
warden
Yard.
Guy.
In both of them, he's in two. He's in
is
the
he
original.
in the one with Burt Reynolds too?
He's in the original and the new one. Oh. So in the new one, he's the warden. In the original one, he's the head guard.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So
I've only seen the Adam Sandler one.
Oh, you should watch both. They're both great movies.
Nice.
Yeah. It's not scene for scene, but it is a pretty faithful adaptation. Yeah.
Even though Burt Reynolds is in both of them.
A lot of people are in both of them. Like as many people as they could get to be in both of them. They got.
The only reason I watched it is because they kept promoting it on Monday Night Raw because like Stone Cold and like Kevin Nash and Goldberg and everybody were in it.
The rest of the Camber family, which is again, we're gonna be wrapping up most of the people I wrote down after the Camber family. Because the only reason I even wrote down all of them is because they deserve to be known because they owned
the dog
Cujo. They owned
it's their dog.
We're here is because of their dog.
Puppy when they first see him too, right?
It's okay. 1 second. So the owners, I wouldn't even say is Joe that we already covered.
Yeah, no,
it's the son.
It's Brett.
Brett owns Cujo. Joe tolerates Cujo, and it's the reason why Brett survives, but then 20 minutes not even
kill because it has the scene
all the same morning
of the same day could have killed Brett, and he's just like. Nah,
I'll let you be.
I like you, even though I have super rabies.
Yes. So again, Brett is the real owner. Brett is played by a dude, Billy Jane. I love this guy, and I'm only mentioning it. He has 2 things that I know him from, and they're the coolest things in the world. And Bo does not know these things because we have mentioned both of them on the podcast before. And he
That's shit I need to watch.
Yes. And so one is the TV show Parker Lewis Can't Lose, which is essentially just a TV show of Ferris Bueller's Day Off, but with a different character. Parker Lewis is Ferris Bueller, but they even there's a whole 2-episode arc where Parker Lewis does the Ferris Bueller ordeal.
He just does the whole movie.
Yes,
twist and shout included.
I don't know if it's spot on, but it's enough to be like,
slightly different 50s music.
But so the Parker Lewis was just like this 90s interpretation of that. Yeah. And the other reason I mention it is because the actor who plays Parker Lewis is
you had it.
I did.
You
Colin Nemec?
Nemec? From Stargate?
Yes. Yes.
Hell yeah.
I knew you would know who I was talking about.
God damn it. Jonah.
Yes. Okay. We're about to get way off tangent. So yes,
don't get me started on Stargate right now. I'm very upset.
Parker Lewis can't lose. Parker Lewis can't lose. Parker Lewis can't lose.
Okay.
So that's a reason why you should watch Parker. That's literally, okay. I think the reason why you had brought it up before is because of that. This guy Billy Jane though is also in Just One of the Guys, which is another movie I've brought up to you. It's got Billy Zabka in it as the bad guy, and it's the girl who flashes.
Yeah, I've seen the scene.
Yeah. But I am telling you, it's a great
all I've seen of that movie.
The whole movie is great. I don't care what anybody else wants to say. It's a great. Okay. We went off on some wild tangents for that guy. So yes, Billy Jane is Brett. The other person in the family is the mom, Charity. And Charity is played by Kailani Lee. I want to assume is some kind of Polynesian.
Sounds right.
Like it. Or at least that's where the name.
You told me she was from Hawaii, I wouldn't question you.
She has done a few other TV things, but mainly she is a
stage.
Yeah, she's done some Broadway things and things.
Proper actress.
But she does a great job here.
Yeah. No, I totally believe that she was terrified of her husband.
She's a battered woman who is definitely using this as they don't mention
she won the lottery and used it as the perfect excuse to get away from her husband.
Well, and the movie barely even addresses the fact that she's 100% never coming back.
Yeah, no.
This that only because you can feel that from her character.
The only clue you get is her packing up the photo albums, right? I was like, dude, she ain't coming back.
If it weren't for that, dude, nothing really gives you a clear she doesn't plan on
even
being
the bit where she's like, don't tell your dad about the dog. It'll stop it. Like, no, she just really wants to go on this vacation.
But yeah, she does a great job
in Myrtle Beach.
She does a great job conveying that's what's happening.
Like, I'm trying to escape.
The only other actor that I wrote down, and it's not because I really felt the need to talk about his full acting career, just because I think the character deserves it, that Sheriff Bannerman, he's one of the people that dies, and he's the only one. 3 people only, right?
Yeah, there's only like 3 people who die in this movie.
It's Camber, his fat friend,
his fat buddy, and the sheriff. Yeah,
everything else is just about being high tension. So the sheriff deserves it because he's a guy that didn't deserve to die. He's kind of a dummy. He
should have called it in as soon
he started to call it in. And he stopped
because that car is obviously covered in blood and broken. Like, why didn't he immediately radio as soon as he got there?
But the guy, all in all, not a bad dude.
Bit of a fight though.
Yes,
he died like a bastard.
He did not deserve to die.
No, he didn't.
The other 2, whatever.
Yeah, fuck him.
So
the one clearly beats his wife, and the other one looks like we should check his internet history.
Fair. So Sheriff Bannerman, though, played by Sandy Ward, he is also in Under Siege and Airplane 2. Now we are done with actors.
I like Under Siege. That's a good one.
We're done with actors. We don't need to go off on a tangent. We're done. Now we just talk about the movie. So we've already addressed. The movie is a little bit brighter. We got a dog that does killing, but no senseless child death.
Yeah.
The main reason I want to bring this up is because the child death wasn't even the dog
Yeah.
Like, you know, like
the kid was going to die from dehydration and heat.
Well, in the movie, they change it. It's asthma. Remember, that's why she's like.
Is that why? They were not clear about that.
He has asthma.
That's why not mention that at all, I don't think.
No, I agree, because my first watch through.
My first watch through. It does scare the shit out of you when he first does it. The look on his face, you're like, what the fuck is happening?
Well, cause my first watch through, I was like, oh, it's a heat thing.
Yeah, like you're having a heat stroke.
But then she starts slapping him on the back and shit, and I was like, you wouldn't do that for heat stroke.
Yeah, no.
What was that?
It keeps yelling at him to breathe and shit. So I was just like, no, you need to cool him down.
No, in the movie, it was supposed to be his asthma attacks.
It was not obvious.
Even though it was still supposed to be obscenely hot in the car, because we see them constantly sweating.
Yeah. Oh, that fake, like that fake 70s sweat that's like glycerin or something. It doesn't move.
Yeah. Yeah. It would have worked on the screen they were watching it on. Like
I keep forgetting that we have like better shit.
So yeah, I will say we definitely don't need the kid to die, since that wouldn't have been part of the dog. Like, that's over the top. And I agree, Stephen King, what? Dude, your drunk self was crazy.
Fuck even thinking he's drunk and mad. Fuck that kid.
I guess.
I want him to suffer.
Because the kid didn't. I don't know. So
he didn't do anything.
Well, here's the part where
nice kid.
Here's the part where I also think we need to talk about this. So, like, this is the summer of Stephen King, or the year, not the summer. So, tons of Stephen King stories were coming out from different movie companies, and that will affect this. Some of what I need to tell you about.
It wasn't like the same.
No.
Oh shit.
So, The Dead Zone and Christine all came out in 1983. It's a lot of Stephen King, right?
From all of them from different companies.
I don't know if all three were, but I know that this was separate from the other two. This was actually a company, I didn't write down the name, but so they had famously done really cheap, shitty fucking documentary style productions for a long time. But then they got bought out, but still using the original company's name. So they got it was one of the first ones with that company's name that was like a major, huge deal, because they got a big push. They got a big push of money from this company that bought them. Yeah. But back
to that Saudi money, right?
But so back to On Track though. So like this movie though, it was going to be different, and I think that we need to talk about that right here at the beginning. Like, again, we got a darker movie. That's all there.
Are you going to explain to me why the first 45 minutes are so fucking boring?
Well, I don't know if it's fully that or not, but I can definitely tell you that. So, like, it's Stephen King, right? Like, we got to address, like, all Stephen King is a little bit on that side. The other movies that came out that year are a little bit that side. But the reason I even brought up that they're owned by different companies is because the books themselves for the Dead, not Christine, I don't think it's, all of Stephen King, technically, because of the Dark Tower and I know you hate a multiverse. Stephen King also did a multiverse.
Oh, fuck, did he really? God damn it.
Yeah, and so all of his books...
I'm going to write a book, and it's all going to happen on the same world.
So all of his books are technically connected because of this weird multiverse, and I will just show you the wikis for that. We won't talk about that. It's in depth and crazy.
Oh, I bet.
But some of them are obviously more directly connected than others. And so one of those instances is in the books Dead Zone and Cujo. They were indirect sequels. So Cujo came out after Dead Zone. Dead Zone is about a dude who almost died or did die, came back. You know the story. Like, you know the show, right? Remember?
Yeah,
I think we talked about this.
Fuck, the guy from Weird Science. Can't remember his name. Fuck. What's his name? Help me.
Anthony Michael Hall.
Yes, Anthony Michael Hall.
That was just too funny. I had to stop for a second. Anthony Michael Hall. Christopher Walken in the movie, I do believe.
Oh, really? I don't think I've actually ever seen.
You should watch the movie. The show.
I used to watch the show back in the day. The time,
they got to explore things and go places.
He found Bin Laden.
Stop. Okay, we don't even need to. I'm not even. So the Dead Zone though is about a guy. He died, came back. He has a special power. That guy is mentioned in this movie too.
Oh, really?
Johnny something.
Fuck.
One guy keeps mentioning like Johnny Miller or John. Say somebody mentions a character. It is that guy. The main reason I mention this is because that's where the the connection would have been. In the Dead Zone, there's a bad guy, Frank Dodd. He's a psychopathic serial killer who also has the power.
Yeah,
to see because of the near-death experience, and have other supernatural abilities because he masters it better than our hero.
Yeah.
He our guy, the dude.
Yeah, I mean, he's working for a paycheck in the show.
Yeah, exactly. As I was gonna say, our dude. He's a guy. He's
So I got bills, right?
I gotta pay. So again, though, Frank Dodd was a psychopathic serial killer who was apparently using his abilities to torment young Tad.
Aw, not a little tadpole.
And in the book, it is... I don't even know if it's concretely said, but it is insinuated that maybe Frank Dodd also inhabited Cujo.
So, like, when he died, he possessed the dog so I can keep fucking with this kid.
Well, it doesn't... Remember, if depending on when it takes place... Because I've not read either book, so I can't attest to the book part of this. I just know that it is part of the books, right?
Yeah.
Like, so... But depending on when it took place in the books, was it that he died, or again, is it just after he died and came back and has the ability to do the weird things
so
he does?
Just
is he alive and tormenting this kid while he's sleeping and in his dreams?
So he's just sitting in his room, fucking with candles, fucking like, I must fuck with the kid.
Well, it's not even like that, dude. Again, like, think about the show. It's just when he sleeps sometimes, right? Like, again, like when he sleeps, he's in the dead zone because he was connected to it now. The dude is just harassing a kid. Don't ask me why to explain it. I'm just telling you.
I hate his blonde hair and his little crooked tooth.
But now that you know that, what I'll say is I can't tell you if it explains the first 45 minutes. But I can tell you that there are certainly
would have made it more interesting.
Well, there are parts that would have been there.
Yeah.
Right? Maybe?
Yeah.
There was even
what added like a supernatural mystery element to it that would have made it way more interesting to watch than just kid's afraid of the thing in his closet, the wife's a hoe, and the husband seems like he works too damn much.
Well, so this is what that's a great segue into. So we had mentioned earlier, this movie is a movie that we all think of. It's a classic. When you think of dog killing people, you think Cujo. Even though, like we said,
even to this day, like you want a badass like dog name, you name it Cujo because it's gonna eat you.
But so the dog didn't kill that many people.
No, it killed 2 people who I frankly just think deserve it.
The movie it's all high tension. It's all more that aspect of it, right?
Yeah.
The dogs in the movie are even nice dogs, dude.
Right? No, you told me about that. The actor dogs, right? Were like the sweetest fucking puppies you ever could have dealt with, and you couldn't get them to be mean, and they had to go to like weird lengths to get the like vicious shots of the dogs.
They had to tie the dog's legs down. I mean, tails to the legs,
so it wouldn't be up there wagging.
Because they were so nice that literally they were excited and happy about being here.
Right? We're just gonna roll around and we're gonna have a good time. So
yeah, if we're now that we're gonna talk about some of these dogs, I did learn a lot of weird fun things. Because I know you were like, there's dogs. You told me when you got here today, you were like, you better be telling me that there's fun things about the dogs.
Right, like I don't want to hear that the dogs were like, shocked to get them to fucking do this stuff.
Everything was fun.
Yay.
The worst thing that happened was the tying of the tail to the leg, which again, if you know a dog, they're probably upset. They want to show you how happy they are. But you're not hurting it. As long as you leave it loose and you're not hurting the dog.
And those shots went for what, 10, 15 seconds?
But so
cut the record.
So here's an example of how much fun the dogs were having, right? So every scene that's inside the Pinto, do you know how they got that filmed? Like the dogs having to come up at the car,
through the window, and
they would take each dog's favorite toy and hide it in the car with the people. So that way the dog would come up looking for its toy. So every scene where you see this dog covered in red, they
covered in blood and snot and just trying to like come through the window.
That's really a dog that's just covered in special effects goop. That is like, do you have my do you have my ball?
Turtle? Give me my turtle. I want my turtle.
I want my frisbee. Throw my frisbee.
Is that my rawhide bone? You better give me my rawhide bone. I want that rawhide bone.
That's all you're actually watching. So now go back and watch the movie. Don't think about the scary, and just think about what was actually happening. Think about the behind the scenes.
Puffer just wants his toy.
He's just a
the scene where the dog jumps in the car and is supposed to be like killing the mom and shit. It just looks like it's just having a great time. It's just like.
So I did read, and I didn't specifically notice them because even after reading this, I wasn't. After the first watch through, I didn't have to watch it as intensely because, as we said, the first 45 are kind of lost.
Skipped it. I just skipped it. Just went straight to like halfway through. That's all you need.
And so, like, that's not even, it wasn't even something I was worried about to look for. But there are apparently a couple of scenes for if me, you, or anybody at home wants to look for them, where the tape either fell off or they forgot to tape the tail down altogether.
So the tail's still just like happy dog.
How happy the dog is to be
I'm gonna go look for it again.
Doing the things he's doing. So on the production side of 4 Dogs, like I said, I'm glad that we found that good way to get to all this because I read so much fun shit about the dogs on that. So there were like 4 or 5. It's weird. The record keeping on this maybe wasn't great because even in IMDb where, like usually it's production people. So like putting information up and stuff, there were several interpretations here.
Nobody could agree on
there were either 4 or 5 St. Bernards. There was 100% one robot head.
Yeah.
One guy in a suit.
No way.
Yes, one guy in a suit.
No, they did not slip a guy in a suit past me.
Yes, they did. And then there was one other dog. And I saw differing accounts for the other dog. It was either some kind of Doberman, or it was some kind of Rottweiler, or it was some kind of lab mix dog. But so for some of the
find a meaner dog.
For some of the close-ups that weren't the robotic dog,
that
were so blood covered that again they could get away with you not knowing what kind of dog it actually was.
More fur and shit.
They had to switch it up because they could just not get these St. Bernards to be angry enough.
Because St. Bernards are sweethearts. They're just
again Beethoven guys.
Yeah, they're just big floof balls and they're slobbery and.
If someone's not actually in danger,
can
they're
you tell
not.
I like dogs.
Well, and again, if it's St. Bernard, if someone's not actually in danger,
they
are not going to be aggressive.
No.
Now, if anybody on set if they thought anybody on set was actually about to get stabbed or killed by something, they probably would have gotten an angry dog. But the thing is, you would have to convince that dog it was really happening.
Right.
And then it might not be safe for the actors.
No, because then it is like a 200 fucking something pound dog.
That's not that dumb. They're pretty intelligent.
No, they're pretty smart. That's why they use them for search and rescue.
So, the St. Bernard might have been, again, I get story. They're using
it's a big fucking dog.
They needed it. It would be scary, but they just couldn't convincingly find a scary one to be scary.
I would say find one of those giant, like, Russian fucking, like, mastiffs that are, like, fight bears, but then it'd probably just kill everybody on set, wouldn't it?
Yeah. They had to work in...
This dog is big and safe, so we're going to use it. So
we're going to cover it in bloody makeup so you can't tell what it is.
The snot was what got me, man. I was like, why are they just covering it in bright acid green boogers?
Listen, I even have stuff for this.
You know why? Awesome.
Well, I don't have a why. It's rabid is the why.
I guess.
It's just it's rabid. It's foaming at the mouth and it's supposed to just keep getting worse and worse and worse because nobody's there to clean or care for it. What I have about this is the foam that they used to be the rabid foam that slowly covered the dog was just a mixture of egg whites and sugar. And so they, again, back to the cuteness of the St. Bernards, they had issues where they had to constantly stop and reapply because the dogs were like, this is tasty.
Nom, nom, nom.
And would lick it off of themselves.
No, dude, I hate that this was so long ago that we don't have like behind the scenes DVD stuff for it, right?
Oh man.
Yeah, if this was made in the 2000s, there would have been so much footage of the dogs.
Everything I read about the dogs was just super cute, dude. Like it was nothing so again, no. Actually,
Are you about to ruin my day? Don't ruin my day.
I'm not going to ruin your day. This wasn't super horrible.
I was going to say, I was like, oh, one of the dogs died. Fuck.
But it's worth talking about because anybody who is listening to us who was alive when the movie came out will know this story, and they might know the fake part of the story. So it's good that we're going to talk about this.
Okay, cool.
There was one person, she was injured on the set of making this movie by one of the dogs. It was one of the stunt people, being Dee Wallace's character in the car. One of the dive in the window scenes, right? Yeah. But again, the reason why it's good for us to talk about this, she was bit by the dog. It was not a bad bite. It was pretty superficial. She immediately got to the hospital. They took care of her.
Yeah,
Wasn't
no
a big
rabies.
Wasn't a big deal. I'm glad you said that.
Oh, I was joking.
I'm glad you said that because that's the thing that's the urban legend from the time when the movie came out, was that the woman was bit and mauled by a rabid dog, and that's what happened to her. That's why she went to, again, nobody even really connected it to the movie. They were just saying, they just all that they knew that stunt actress had to go to the hospital for a dog bite, and the urban legend was that it was a rabid dog that had bit her and all this crazy stuff. Because, again, this is what happens. Somebody in Hollywood was like, she's on that rabid dog movie.
Oh, she got bit by a rabid dog?
You play telephone somewhere down the line. It became she got bit by a rabid dog.
Someone got bit by a rabid dog. They somehow got on the set. They didn't check.
Yes.
You know?
So we can set the record straight. First off, it was not a rabid dog. It was on the set of this movie. She was working, and it was not her fault, but she did play a part in this. So this is what happened. Like I had already mentioned, this is why it's great.
Nice.
It connects back to something I already said. They were, to get in the Pinto scenes of the craziness, they put the toys in the car.
Yeah.
She had that one's toy in the car. It was the scene where she first starts to put the window down, right?
Yeah.
The dog they used for the scene had got its paw in, and its weight was enough
to push it down,
the window the rest of the way down. And so it was just trying to get the toy. And when they filmed that scene the way it was filmed, obviously since she's a stunt actress, most of her face wasn't viewable
in the shot.
And so she had the toy up pretty high. And so instinctively, when the dog dove in the car, she was just kind of freaked out, and she moved. Like, her hands went down. She kind of, and the toy was with her. The dog was just trying to get the toy. And she moved it so quick that when it came to where the toy was, and its mouth is so big, it kind of got like some of her nose.
In the face.
And like, not like bad. Like, it just kind of like got her nose and then it kind of realized like, oh, toy wasn't here. She moved.
You didn't squeak.
And so, again, not as bad as everybody might have thought back then.
She got a nip. Just from a really big dog.
Oh, again, like a puppy having fun.
Yeah.
But it's just a really big puppy. Its head is 3 times your size.
That scene when it, like at the end when she kills it and the head is just on her chest. That's accurate. That is how big that thing's fucking head is.
Yes, they are very
huge dogs. They're the one that used to live down the street from my Aunt Cindy's house.
There's a reason why it's used in this movie. I will say people learn their lesson, and most other scary dog movies use breeds that are vicious.
Yeah.
Because someone was like, this is the most unbelievable story I've ever seen.
Right? Like, Saint Bernard attacking
rabies or no rabies.
Rabies or not, it'd still probably be too fucking lazy.
Now, on the rabies of it all, and this isn't even a behind the scenes. This is just a straight from what I saw play in front of me. But I want to be like, cute doggy. It's not doggy's fault, right? Like, again, you wanted to hear the behind the scenes to make sure that doggies were cute doggies.
Yes.
On camera, though, I will say at least a couple of times, even after his super rabies infection that he got, I felt like he's just a doggy.
You still felt bad for it? Just
listen.
Like, it just doesn't like the loud noises.
That's the only one time. In the beginning, even though it was the asshole guy making the loud noises and the other asshole guy making other loud noises.
Unnecessarily loud noises.
But still, even those, I was kind of like, whatever. The reason, though, that I was fine... There's a scene in the movie where I'm like, no, he's just a doggy, and he's trying to be a doggy, but he's sick.
I am sick. I don't know what to do. Help me.
And so that scene is the first time the phone rings.
Oh, where he like freaks out and like tries to like tear through the fucking wall and shit.
And so that scene shows the beginning of it, where you're like, oh, this poor doggy. He's just like... The noise is too loud.
The noise is hurting me. Make it stop. Kind of that kind of thing.
And so then the second time we hear the phone ring is when it goes over the top and really shows like and I felt so like again it's supposed to be scary.
Yeah.
But me being a dog lover, I felt bad for him because what that scene felt like to me, like again, like they're trying to be like, oh, that's when he went vicious and he was ready to kill her.
Yeah.
No. That's not what happened there. I know that's when he rips the handles off the door. Yeah. Like that's when that's probably
the door, like most damn near knocks
right.
Himself
that's
out.
When like windshields, like windows break. Like that's the one. That's the moment where it gets really intense. But really, to me, that scene was just like the phone ringing started, and he was like, "Man, that sound is so awful. I need it to stop." The only people I know that can stop that sound are people. Like humans.
Those people.
Humans stop that sound.
But I'm big dog. I don't know how to communicate that, so bash.
And so I'm trying to just tell her, please stop that sound. And then he's trying to open the door. He breaks the handle off. He's just trying to say, lady, help me. Stop that sound.
Make the ringing stop.
The sound is upsetting me.
Anybody with tinnitus, they understand. The fucking ringing.
Like, I understand... rabid dog, evil.
Shane is like watching this horror movie and he's just like, poor puppy, I just want to hold it.
I just wish somebody would
somebody help that poor puppy.
I wish somebody would have treated it for rabies like needed to happen. That's what I wish would have happened.
It was super rabies. It happened too quick and there's nothing you could do.
And it was super rabies. I don't care what anybody wants to say. If we're going to take the paranormal out of it, it has to be super rabies.
Yeah, it has to be a super strain. Because if we're not paranormal, it's got to be super science, right?
At a certain point, somehow the dog saliva, snot, foam covered its tail.
Yeah.
How does foam from the mouth cover his tail?
Yeah, he managed to finally grab it. Fucking just
but you get what I mean? Yeah. Like that's how you can tell this is super rabies, because it's much like a zombie.
That was definitely a zombie. It gave it a resurrect at the end of the fucking movie.
So obviously I'm a good human being. I did not let the kids watch this one.
I would have been like, no, you want to watch it?
So wait, on that note, I did offer. But then
none of them had the balls.
Shh. I let them see the... No, listen, it's not even that.
Oh, really?
Listen, it's not even that. I let them both watch the trailer, the Green Band trailer, not Red... I wasn't crazy. Yeah. I wasn't showing the one that was crazy scary, but I let them see the trailer.
For all audiences trailer. Yes.
So they could... It still had some scary stuff, but it was...
Mostly jump scares.
It let them know what they might be in store for. We'll leave it at that, right? Yeah. I let them both watch that. Jack is half laughing because he doesn't understand it's... how, like, I told him it was scary and he's like, that dog's supposed to be scary, and he's laughing, and I was like, dude, it's worse than this trailer.
Yeah, the trailer's not selling it right.
Yeah. Willow, though, she's young enough that she saw the trailer, and she just, as soon as it stops, she looks at me and she goes, Daddy, is Cujo a zombie? So you nailed it, dude. A little kid, 100%, would have been coming at this like it was still a supernatural story. Because he does, kind of.
I mean, so, before we watched it again, like,
that's what you remembered, like, from your childhood? I remembered
it being a monster dog. Like, I remember it being way bigger, too.
He said it. He thought, remember the first time they see it going rabid, he goes, Mommy, the monster came out of my closet.
Yeah, that's how I thought it was. I thought it was actually a monster when I was a kid.
Hence the supernatural kind of.
I also remember the car being blue for some reason.
But hence because that's just because that's the more famous gremlin color.
Probably
is blue. The only time I think you see yellow like this movie, Camp Nowhere, right? Isn't that a yellow? Isn't it a yellow gremlin? Isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. It is. that T.R. Polk is looking for.
So, yeah, those are like the only yellow ones I know. It's usually a blue though. It's like the bomber blue like type. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, okay. I'm not crazy.
Oh, but yeah. So the movie, it definitely does lend itself to the supernatural, even though it didn't hit that.
Yeah, it would have made the beginning bit better if they did.
Well, I think we have talked about this movie plenty. Do you have anything else special you want to say?
No,
I think we've covered a lot. Because I think this.
What is it with Stephen King movies and like nobody's really a good person? Everybody kind of sucks.
Well, certainly this era is because he was drunk all the time.
Oh, is that why?
I think the pessimistic life view was from the fact that he was a raging alcoholic.
Even like the dad, like he's supposed to be like he acts heroic, but he ultimately ends up being useless at the end of the movie.
Well, but that's not really his fault.
He just kind of shows up.
That's not really his fault.
I guess, but it's like you wanted more from
him. The only
him?
part that's his fault is that he left anyway, but I mean like it was a perfect storm of circumstances. Yeah. I wouldn't even blame him. You know, like, it's not even like it's just like, oh, he couldn't handle the relationship. He had to run away. It's not even that, because he was also dealing with the weird shit from work. Yeah. That, again, not important. Okay, important before we finish, we started to say this, and I don't think we touched on it. Yeah, part of what this movie suffered for. I think I started that sentence, and then we went off on a tangent. The movie suffers, and it's literally even back then. Like, it's what the critics at the time said was a problem for the movie. Yeah. Is that it tries to tell so many stories and forgets. Yeah. So again, why did we need to know about the relationship? That one might have been in the book, right? It might have been, but like in a book, you have the leeway to do that.
Yeah, you could have all the time in the world in a book.
But so, like, in the movie, though, it's like, why do we need to know about that? In the movie, why did we need to see the weird he went off to work? We could have had any reason why
the cereal caused people to throw up red dye and they freaked out.
He could have literally just been out of town for a day. We didn't, since it all happened in 24 hours, like the main action happened in 24 hours.
That's what I said in the beginning. I was like, we could have started this with like the dog coming out of the fog and then the dad being like, I'm going on a business trip for 10 days. I'll see you guys later.
Like, well, it didn't even have to be that long. Like, think about it.
Don't forget to take the car to the shop.
It didn't even have to be that long of a business trip, dude. Like, that's even the thing. Like,
3 days.
The action, well, no, the action happens in a day.
Yeah.
He leaves, and then they take the car to the shop.
Right.
They are only at that house for a day, right? Like, it's one nighttime into the next daytime.
I think it's 2.
Okay, but still.
There's like 2 night scenes.
You get what I'm saying? It's not very long. It's not very long.
Feels like a long time, though. Okay. They do a good job of, like, selling the, like, oh my God, we've been trapped in this car for fucking ever, right?
Okay. Now, though, I think we're done.
Yeah, I think we're done.
We had a nice little last burst, but I don't think we need to do this again. No. We're good. We've covered things. You should be enticed to watch it if you haven't. I hope you have, because we've ruined everything beyond anything.
To 37 minutes. That's just 37
minutes. Is that
minutes
your guess?
That's where I started this morning.
That for them watching.
Start at 37 minutes. That's right where the dog comes out of the fog with Brett.
Stop. We gotta stop, because some of this connects back to what I want to say for the thing. So we gotta stop.
But first,
so first, I do believe both of us have touched on some of parts of things.
This whole episode's just the thing. That's the title. The thing about Cujo. That's the title. It's not the title.
You do this every time. It's the way our titles don't work. It's not like that. But it could be an in the episode description quote.
There you go.
We like to use the quotes from the movie, so I don't know
how'd the monster get out of my closet.
Yeah, that's something like that. That'll be a good one for this. But we do need to do
the thing. Shane, what is the thing for this movie?
Okay, so we've touched on this, and I will go more in depth now that we're here. Mainly because normally I'm the person that just tells you, like, during the research, I found out we could have had an alternate take. And I am about to tell you that. But I'm going to tell you that that's not... The thing is not the alternate take itself. It's still about this version. So let's just start with the alternate take. We had a different director literally until day one of filming. On day one of filming, it was like director and head of cinematography both left.
Oh, well, they didn't like the craft table?
So Our director was Peter Medek. I didn't do more research into other things he's done because, again, we're here to talk about this one. But so he was attached to it. He left because he did want to focus, like we've been mentioning, on the supernatural. So
the shit that would have made it more interesting.
So that is not the thing, because normally the thing would just be, so we know the first 45 minutes. Why didn't we get that? That movie would have been the better movie.
Yeah.
It's not the thing this time. I do agree with you, and I do agree that I think that is the 45 minutes problem, is that he was going to do the supernatural, and obviously you don't need that for the end part. You don't, by then you've set up what and why the dog is doing what it's doing.
And this, now you just get to watch the dog.
And this is super rabies. In the original cut, it would have been supernatural.
Demon.
It would have been Frank Dodd.
Rabies.
Well, it'd have been Frank Dodd, like we said. Well, the rabies was still connected, right? Like
psychic rabies.
Maybe the rabies made it so weak that he could fully control the dog, like that.
Weakened its psyche enough to penetrate.
But so again, like at least I see where he was possibly going to go. I even see. So this is why I want to make sure that people understand why the thing is not the alternate cut this time. I do see what the alternate cut probably was.
Yeah.
The alternate cut probably was capped on to a lot of the scenes we had here and just gave us the extra piece of information that said it was supernaturally connected to Frank Dodd, right?
Like why the kid's so afraid of his closet.
He's afraid of his closet because he's seeing Frank in his dreams.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. So again, it connects those pieces. The thing is not even the fact that guy decided to leave because the producers, it's not this alternate cut we could have had. The thing is, if you are the producer and you know the vision you wanted and that director didn't want to do it and he walks, shouldn't you do more to make sure the story we get can get us to the
actual part that you want? Yeah.
Because again, we got to the action. The action shows up.
Oh yeah, the action is great.
When it's there, it's high suspense and it's what you need and it feels
it's just bloody enough. Right.
But those first 45 minutes,
you might as well be watching Days of Our Lives, right?
Those first 45 minutes don't do anything to make you want to stay until that dog attacks. No. If you didn't see a trailer where you knew that dog attacked,
if the trailer
you would have walked out of the theater before you got to the first dog attack. 100%.
Man, somebody that's like not heard nothing about this movie, right? And you go to show it to them, they're gonna be bored out of their fucking mind, right? Because they're not gonna know because you don't want to ruin it. They're not gonna know the cool dog stuff's gonna happen.
So
later.
Again, that's the thing is not even that there was an alternate world where there was a better cut of the movie. Because I'm even cool with not making this one supernatural. I'm cool with leaving that out.
Just give me more interesting shit.
Write something to make the connection part. Do something to make me care. But the way this movie works is it's literally just it is a family.
We gotta fill out an hour and a half, right?
Dude, it's a family drama for 45 minutes. It is nothing to do with a dog attack for 45 minutes.
No. Nothing. It's an episode of Days of Our Lives. Right?
Yeah, no, it really is. An affair. And what's happening? Yeah. She drops the glass and she's crying on the floor. He doesn't even ask her, are you sleeping with him? He just says yes or no. And again, I understand right now we're excited, but it's because, yes, that is great. That was a super cool part of the movie. But it is not part of the last 45 minutes movie. It is part of a different movie. And I would still watch that.
I'd still watch that movie.
I would watch that family drama if we saw the full family drama. But here's what this movie does. It takes a family drama in the beginning and sets up to where we need to see what happens between this dad and the affair partner. We need to know.
Yeah, where's the fist fight?
And what happens is right when we might get that, then they're like, oh no, it's a dog
horror movie.
So what I'm telling you is when they lost Medak, they should have then gotten different writers, and maybe they did. We have two writers.
Yeah.
One of them
whose fault is it, you think?
They didn't pay them enough or long enough or whatever needed to happen here.
Time. I bet there wasn't enough time.
They didn't tell them the full idea of. Maybe they only gave them two pieces, not the full story. So they didn't know how much they needed to fix. I don't know what the problem here is, but there's a problem. And that's the thing.
Yeah.
It's not that I don't even care that we don't have that other version. It's just that they could have made this version actually be a 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Instead of the 6 out of 10 it usually gets ranked. Even though it's a classic. It's a classic. But there are major flaws.
The end is a classic.
End.
The dog is a classic.
The beginning part of the story is something
Until
that's not...
today, when we watched these movies, I couldn't remember fuck all anything else about it. I even got the color of the car wrong.
Okay. Bo, on that note, what's the thing?
Mine is much more simple, and it's just the thing that I just saw it and it laughed my ass off. I hope it was a dummy or like a stunt kid. But when the dog first attacks the car and is like trying to come through the window, she full elbows this kid right in the fucking face. I like almost sticks her elbow in his mouth.
I do think it's a dummy. I know there are some scenes you can definitely tell there is in existence a dummy of this actor.
Yeah.
Right? Or
somewhere.
Was in existence a dummy of this actor. Whether they kept it or not.
How creepy would that be to find in a warehouse?
But so I don't know if that was... I know the scene you're talking about.
Right?
So I agree with you. I would like to believe that it's not really the kid. Now, on the note of I'd like to believe that the elbow to the face wasn't really the kid.
Was it really the kid?
She definitely was really hitting the kid on the back.
Oh, yeah, when he's like having the asthma attack
and she
or whatever.
definitely, Dee Wallace definitely looked like she was like imagining every snot-faced kid she never wanted to talk to again in her life.
Beat the shit out of him. Slaps him full in the face.
Especially, okay, so like in story, most of the time she is caring mom and she is worried about her son and she is freaking out that this is happening to him. The very last asthma attack, she 100% was just pissed off at him, right?
Yeah.
Like, fine, I'll fucking get you to your dad, you
right,
fucking
no,
shit.
I love that she finally loses.
Dude, tell me that
fine, I'll find your daddy.
Tell me that those times when she was hitting him connected to that scene, that she wasn't just wailing
just
on. She was so in character that she was just
like the slapping him on the back I get, but then she flips him over and smacks him in the face. I was like, I don't know about that. We didn't need that one.
So yeah, so as much as the elbow one, I hope was definitely not for real because he might have lost a tooth.
Yeah, right.
Like at 5, they're not even, like a baby tooth might have flew out of his face.
Is that why that one in the bottom's gone? When he's all like, she knocked it out.
Yeah, but regardless of if that one was real or not, there are some where she definitely is taking advantage of just getting to smack a kid on camera.
Fuck yeah, I've always wanted to slap one of these little pricks.
All right, guys. This was fun.
That's
I don't
Cujo.
know. I would say more of the fun came from the beer as our good segue back to where we are here. Cujo, not a bad movie. This beer, though, made it way more entertaining and fun to talk about.
It started slow, but then once because the flavor's weird. But
listen.
But you don't hate it. It's not bad, right?
No, well, I have this for you because this is for us and for the listeners. So for us, because this happened before we started, me and you both, we had said to each other, we were like, I don't know, this is putting us in such a good mood.
Yeah.
Where maybe this wasn't the right movie. Maybe we should have done
a happier movie.
Then we came full circle and we were like, no, we're usually happy when we do a horror. But I even have better for you. Like you just started to say, it comes in one way and then you have a completely different opinion at the end. Yeah. Is that not the movie?
Yeah, that's
the movie comes in one way and you think you know what's happening and you think it's boring and it's wrong.
Dude, no,
and then
for
the
real.
movie flips on you.
That first watch through, I was like, I don't remember. Like I remember this being way better.
So yeah, maybe this.
I remember the dog being bigger.
Maybe we were so wrong about all of it. This was the perfect beer.
It was
for this movie.
Hair of the dog, wrong. Evil Genius, pink lemonade.
Definitely
ale.
Try it out.
Hell yeah,
it's not gonna be for everyone.
If you can get past the initial shock,
you're gonna love it.
Of the weird,
it's so drinkable. It's so good. It's so nice.
It's like strawberries and orange peel.
It's delicious. All right, okay, we gotta stop.
I hope the next one's just as good. What are we doing next week?
I got you because I know that this is your movie, so I'll do the we'll change up the way we do this.
Cool. All right, sweet.
Next week we are going to be drinking Urban Artifact Squeeze Box Strawberry.
Hey.
Midwest Fruit Tart Ale.
All right, cool.
And Bo, since this is your movie,
we're going to be doing some UHF. Some Weird Al Yankovic. The Squeeze Box King. Baby.
Exactly. We are not here to educate you on exactly why Squeezebox is perfect. Now is your chance, if you don't know who he is, educate yourself before next week.
Just Weird Al.
Yeah.
Type it in. You will get so much shit.
Educate yourself.
I like Fat, personally. That's my favorite.
Oh, I love all of his. I don't know. We have to stop. This is for next week.
Next week, our favorite Weird Al stuff.
We will be mentioning all kinds. It'll be hard to say on. If you thought this week or any other week since we fixed things has been off topic, next week we'll be off topic.
Barely talk about the movie, just all our favorite songs, right? We're just going to sing and dance. It's going to be great.
All right. Though, before we leave, Bo, do you want to tell everybody anything before we go?
Like, comment, subscribe, hit up my other channel, Kentucky Fried Chronology, where me and my friend Chuck, I have a real big project coming up. Follow for more
in my yard.
Yeah, in his yard. The gods provide, sir. It was too good an opportunity.
I can't say I told you. I'm the one that was like, Bo, I think you might want to see this.
So look out for that in the future. And until next time, be nice to your fucking dogs.